Hey y'all, this is not a preparation day. This is not necessarily even a weekly update. This is just a little more of an extension of a shout out and an encouragement. You are going to receive, or you should have already received, a letter from me at the normal time for a weekly update. Just wanted to be a little more encouraging, a little more thought out. You know, us here in Thibodaux, we've been through a good bit, maybe not as bad as everybody further down south in our diocese, but it's been no cakewalk for us either. And I'm astonished, as you heard, that you look around and for all the plants, it's spring. I think it's February and March and April and all that stuff, and they're starting to put out fresh shoots and new blooms because they, whether they know it or not, they still got to get ready for winter, because winter is still coming. And it's an interesting way to look at what we're all going through, that as you wake up every day and you still, you know, some people still getting crud and water and stuff out of their house. Maybe your branches are still in your front yard. Maybe you're still waiting for somebody to come tarp your roof. Maybe you're in the place we're here at the church. We're still waiting for an adjuster to come by. We're a bunch of stuff with the insurance company, and not really feeling like we can move forward because we haven't had the people come by that we need. And I just want to encourage you not to get distracted or frustrated or bogged down in that, and just to take things one day at a time, one thing at a time, one problem at a time. Here's why that's important. The enemy wants to lie to you in ways that are going to make you give up, in ways that are going to make you give in to your temptations, your vices, your faults, your failures. Don't give him the space for that. And what I mean by that is he lies to you in a way that's convincing to you. He lies to me in a completely different way, because I may not be convinced by the things that are, I'm not insecure about the stuff you're insecure about. I'm insecure very much about the stuff I'm insecure about, but not the same stuff you are. And so he lies to us in ways that are convincing to us, because he's had our entire lifetimes to figure out what actually bothers us and what works. Don't listen to him. I know it's easier said than done, but if you can give yourself the opportunity just to step back and know that the strategy here is the enemy shows you all the stuff you got to do and how it's not going to change and how it's helpless. No, man. In 6 months, we're going to look back, and it'll probably still be a disaster. It's not going to be great by Christmas, but we'll look at the improvements we've been able to make, whether here at the church or at your own house or around the city, and it's going to come back. It's going to be fine. It's going to take some time. Maybe in some places it'll come back better and stronger. Maybe in other places it'll just come back. But take things one day at a time. It's going to happen. It's going to all happen. Your adjuster is going to come. Your roofer is going to come. The person putting the wall back together is going to come. The person who's going to take down the tree, they're going to come. It's going to happen. Don't let yourself be distracted by a temptation to despair. Yeah, it is overwhelming, but don't look at a million things. Look at the one thing. What's the thing that you can do for today? What's the thing that you can do right now? And don't worry about tomorrow. You got a lot of days. What the enemy wants you to try and do is focus on all the things you can't do right now and ignore the one thing you can do. What the enemy wants you to do is to ignore all the ways in which you can move forward for the sake of all the ways you can't move forward. Instead, do the one thing. Don't let yourself be discouraged. Now's a great time, especially as maybe we don't have all of our regular activities. Maybe spend a little more time with the scriptures. Maybe spend a little more time with prayer, especially as the chaos wells up inside of you. It's time to go back to the scriptures. It's time to go back to prayer. And remember, the Lord is not the only person that can talk to you as you're reading the scriptures. So remember who the Lord is. Remember how much God loves you. Remember how much God has given up for you. And interpret what you hear through that lens. Because if you're being harassed by the enemy outside of prayer, it's not like that's going to stop because you went into prayer. Instead, you have to give yourself time to break away and allow yourself to soak in reality. And there's a Lord who loves you. And hurricane season is going to go on around us. There's going to be another storm. There's going to be another disaster. Let the Lord love you. And then, our intellect is the greatest gift that God has given us. We're going to get all of this stuff done, whether it's here at our parish or at your house. We're going to get it all done. But give yourself some time. Now that's the case, I do want to let you know some things that are, I guess, right away, it's not really changing, but opening back up. I've already shared that we here at the church are, our biggest concern was the potential for further damage because of the missing pieces of the roof at the family center and the two trees that were leaning, the tree that had fallen, the one that was leaning. Both the trees are gone. If you came to Mass this Sunday, it's a little brighter in the morning after you let out of church, but it's because the two trees are gone. The two trees are gone. There's a tarp on the family center. So now we are in the phase that a lot of you are in, waiting for an adjuster to come and see and take notes on all of our damage so that we can make the next steps in restoring our parish. So while nothing has really changed in that regard, just as a reminder, all of our usual Mass times and our usual confession times are open. We have Mass every day at 7:30, Monday through Friday. On Saturday, we have an 8:30 Mass that has confession beginning at noon after that and ending around 3. Then we have 4 o'clock Mass on Saturday. And on Sunday, we have 7, 8, 9 o'clock Mass. I didn't say that right, I'm sorry. 7, 9, and 11 o'clock Mass in English, and then 3 p.m. Mass in Spanish. Before all of the English Masses, I try, I mean, I'm not there every day, but I try and offer some time for a confession as well. So if you're coming to church and you haven't been there on Saturday and you want to go to confession, that should be available for Mass. But if you want to, but know that those go a little quick. So if you want a little more time, you want to try and come on the Saturday, we will at some point very soon, I don't know exactly, but we will begin having our 5 p.m. Mass on Sunday in conjunction with youth formation. And once we start having it, we're probably going to continue to have it pretty much every Sunday from there on out. What that means is that we are preparing to launch youth formation. That's the important piece there. Registration for a little while got shut down because it was supposed to end at the end of August, so that we could gather our ideas for September and begin at the end of September in October. But of course, as you all know, we had a catastrophic hurricane at the very end of August, so everything is pushed back. We had a calendar, like I had a wonderful, beautiful calendar for the whole year, and it's all messed up. So I just need a few more. I need some time this week to reevaluate that. But it's going to come out relatively soon. So if you're a parent of a child in youth formation, you should be on the lookout for contact from us, from me, regarding what's going to happen with youth formation, specifically as it relates to calendar coming up. And then on Monday, October 2nd, that's this upcoming Monday, we're going to, Adoration is going to open back up again from 7 in the morning until 7 in the evening. If you are interested in helping here, I would like to know that. We'll set up some times. We have a few little projects that can be done. If you would like to help in other places, I am interested in getting, there's a couple of people that have talked about it and are interested in going down to some of the places in our diocese where the damage is more significant. I would like to know that, so we can coordinate together. There's not enough that, to be 1 or 2 people going. That's not really enough to feel like we're doing anything. But if we can get a few people together, even 5 or 6, 7, it'd be nice if we had more. But if you're interested in getting together with Christ the Redeemer to go out and help, we're working on some potential options. Please give us a call. That being the case, our phone system is still down and we're having actually more phone issues. So we're going to have, if you could call 438-3037, or you can email our church email address, which I believe is ctrchurch@hddiocese.org. We are receiving emails, but phone calls are a little difficult. The phone we were using has been disconnected because the bill got lost in the chaos of Hurricane Ida, and we can't get in touch with the phone company. So, life is life. It's all strange. But if you're interested in helping, please call that number. If you need help or you know somebody who needs help, please also call that number. We may not be able to provide that assistance. It might be beyond our means here at Christ the Redeemer, but at least we can start pointing you in the right direction. And here's the last thing. Let's all pray for the people that are really suffering down the bayou. If we could just put our efforts together at maybe 3 p.m. And pray 3 Hail Marys for the people who are suffering down the bayou, I think it's gonna help a lot. Peace, y'all. Have a nice evening.